lunch with Italian son, they don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many, but we come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels, don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene enough.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have grown in the offseason. It's the Broncos going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Smith on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
In motion left here, Sanders. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The offensive lineup now, and the guy we highlight, Emmanuel Sanders.
You can use him in any spot as a wide receiver. In the slot, out wide. It doesn't matter. He just makes plays.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's got time. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Well, no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a pickup of 19. And the Texans are going to have a first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Play clock's running down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Fresh set of downs here. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
A second down throw for Cousins. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and look out. I think he's going to go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. One receiver left is Hilton. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Hopkins, the one receiver right.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. It'll be a gain of 9. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Leopard. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Caught left side by Hilton. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Cousins now on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Miller, the lone setback. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. A 2nd down throw for Cousins, and it's incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Cousins toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And this seemingly endless drive continues. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They come out here in the eye. Cousins on the keeper. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Smith, and Fowler's got it. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Ertz has it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Cousins. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Benjamin, 85 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. In motion left here, Sanders. Smith on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And they win big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
In the backfield is Anderson. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. Third down here.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
All right, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watch the slant. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it again with Miller. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Now let's go. Back there. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Watch it now. Green, 39.
First down. Here's Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. In the backfield is Anderson. On first down, Smith. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. No gain, and it's second down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackling.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Complete to Amaro on the right side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Hopkins, the one receiver right. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
This is Miller, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
On 4th down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Leckler. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we're in halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Cousins on first down. Underneath for Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 75 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw, Smith. Finding time. Looking deep for Demarius. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there The offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Smith. Hurts over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first down, it's Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Now Smith going for the deep ball. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Play clock winding down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And quickly they get to the line. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience. But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Cousins setting up the screen for Miller. Lamar Miller, the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 91 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it,
safe.
Be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how.
A glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll come out in the pistol. Second and 10, Smith again. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
In the backfield is Anderson. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Smith. Ertz has it left side. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Following the interception, Cousins. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So just 1 yard to go here on third down. Hopkins, the one receiver right.
Now let's go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why their points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Amaro's got it, left side. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Cousins. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. T.Y. Hilton, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. 23 yards on the play.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Now a run with Anderson, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or 2, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Time running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Hopkins, the one receiver right.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's got it. The tight end, Amaro. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. One receiver left is Hilton.
Here we go. No. Check, Patrick.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Jace Amaro. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.